What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Aleva Shiondu, and I am a professional photographer. Today, we are going to be retouching one of the beauty images that I shot the other day, and I want you guys to work with me as I'll be retouching this image. Here it is. I have several other images from the shoot, but I've chosen this image that it's what I want to work with for this particular retouching class. You can see that it's very sharp, and one thing that I've noticed with the image, first of all, I would like to work on her eyes because they look kind of reddish, and I want to whiten that up. And let's go straight up and open it in Photoshop. So my retouching tools, I basically use only Photoshop and Camera Raw. Sorry about the fan that is making noise now. I am using a MacBook Pro for this retouching, and in case you find it uncomfortable, please bear with me. I hope to make better video with better audio quality in time to come. So first of all, my image pops up here in Camera Raw, and I want to zoom in to see the details of this image. I shot this image with a Sony A7 IV and 70-200 G Master Mark II lens. In case you're interested in buying any of that, I've dropped a link down in the description for you to buy. And what I want to do here first is to work on her eyes, and under Camera Raw, I'll come here, over here, and I'm going to select brush. So my brush, I'm going to mask out her eyes. What you always want to do is to zoom in properly so that you watch carefully where you are stroking your brush. So you just click and drag, left click and drag around. Always adjust your brush size with respect to area that you want to paint out. You don't want to be lazy zooming out from afar and brushing. So as you can see, I've zoomed in. The essence why I prefer using Camera Raw to whiten eyes is because it's ideally the best place to do this kind of thing, because at the end of the day you get to still see the red veins that are passing through her eyes. Whenever you try brightening up the eyes in any other way, most especially using the curves in Photoshop, you realize that the person's entire eyes becomes whitish and it looks very bad, it looks fake. So when retouching, what you are aiming to do is to retain your image's originality. You don't want to mess with that. So that is why I prefer using Camera Raw, and I am done brushing over where I want to adjust. So what I want to do is come down. I'll first of all increase the exposure a bit. That's okay there. I'll push up my shadows. I'll come to my whites. I'll push up my whites. So you can see that it's already changing. This is before and after. Before, after. It's already changing. So I'm not satisfied yet. I'm not satisfied with what's there yet. So push up my shadows more and push up my exposures a bit up. Then I want to change the temperature, bring it down a bit towards the blues. Alright, so when you are zoomed in like this, you may not see it properly, so I want to zoom out and have a look what it looks like at the moment. So that's already looking too much. The white is already too much, so I want to adjust that back again. And what I want to do now is first of all toggle with my highlights and bring down my highlights, you know, bring down my exposure, bring back the blues. So let's see what it looks like now, before, after. Let's zoom out and see. So I think we're getting there right now, but it still has some blues in it, in the eyes, and I want to do away with that. So let's see. Alright, so let me push up my whites. Okay, so I think this is much better now. Still looking whitish. I still see whites. Turn down my highlights. Let me bring down the whites a bit. Alright, so I think we can leave it at 71. That's okay. So I'll come back to my light settings. So we'll just leave it at this. So one thing I want to do is to pop up my shadows a bit. Not so much. I think here is just fine. And I'm having a problem with my lights here, which is kind of too bright. I overexposed my power on my backlight was too much over here, so I want to reduce this. Let me see if this can work. But my background is changing now, so what I would do is I'm going to open up Photoshop and mask this area and come back for it later. So let me, sorry, my shadows go back, and I want to take my exposure up a bit. I think that's fine. So let's see what we have. Alright, that's what we have. So for me, I am okay with this, so I want to open up in Photoshop now. Let's wait for it. My system is already heating up, and I hope it doesn't slow down my work. So first thing, I want to crop this to the area that I want to make use of. I don't want her hair showing, so just about it. Yeah, so I want more of the left shoulders showing, and let's leave it at this. Yeah, so this is just how I want it. So what we're going to start with now will be to remove the skin blemishes. So I'm going to use my spot healing brush tool, and I'll pick, whenever you are removing your blemishes, you always want to increase the brush size just a bit bigger than the spot you want to remove. So you don't want to use a size that is very big on a small spot over here. Okay, this is good. And some people can be lazy. They just want to leave their brush size very big, and then they are just picking, and it messes your skin texture. So you don't want that. Alright, so you can skip forward this part of the video if you don't want to watch me removing this. However, sometimes some informations, they get to come to my head and I like sharing, so you also want to stay back and watch us. I'll be removing these spots because I may be sharing some tips sometimes when I get to remember something. That's why you want to stay back to my channel, because I'm always dropping hints on what to do, what not to do, and sometimes you may get to hear about it in some of my videos and you get to miss it in other videos. So far, if you've found this video helpful, I'll appreciate you giving the video a thumbs up, And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're a subscriber, don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you don't get to miss my upcoming videos. My mouse is back. Alright, so I think I'm done removing spots on her face. I'm also going to be dropping a link to the raw file down in the description. I'm dropping a link there in case you are interested in also joining my retouching battle. So you can retouch, upload, and tag me on Instagram at Aleva Photography. A link to my Instagram is also down in the description. So I'm done with the blemishes. Next thing I want to do is I want to reduce this highlight here without changing the skin tone color, because if I reduce the highlight too much, it gets to affect my skin tone. So I'll duplicate the layer using Command J or Ctrl J if you're using Windows. For Mac users, Command J, and I'll come here, go to camera raw filter. Oh sorry, before that I have to mask this area, so I have to go back a bit. Sorry about that, guys. Cancel. So I'm using my lasso tool just to highlight this area. Alright, so after that I want to feather. Right click, select feather, and I'm going to select a radius of 3. So filter, camera raw filter, and let's see what's going to look like. So you can see that the highlight is toning down already. So let's leave it at this. I don't want to touch the exposure because I would have still taken it down, but the moment I do that, when we're done, it's going to mess up the edges, so I don't want. So I think this is just fine. Let's look at before and after. So you can see before and after, and currently we have a kind of a boundary here, but I'm going to work that out in my frequency separation. So let's merge these two layers. You can merge by clicking Command Shift E or Control Shift E for Windows users. So here we come to Retouch Academy, and this is a 16-bit image written over here, so just for me to click on 16 bits. And if you need the Retouching Academy software, just drop a comment Retouching Academy down in the comment section and attach your email. I'm going to be sending everybody that comments with his or her email down in the comment section. I'll send you a link to get this Retouching Academy for free. So I'll leave it at 5.0. okay. So we want to turn off the high frequency texture, and I'll be working on the correcting tone. So select my color mixer brush tool. I want to zoom in, and I'm going to start stroking. So I'll be doing a separate video on how to stroke your brushes. If you don't know how to, I'm going to make a separate video on that. So for this, you just need to follow along. My masterclass in retouching will be coming up soon, so you want to stay tuned to my channel. By the way, I also want to thank most of you guys that have been supporting the channel by watching my videos and sharing to other social media platforms. I want to say thank you all, guys. If you found this video very helpful, I really appreciate a comment as well down in the comment section. So back to what we are doing. I'm trying to enhance the highlights and shadows, at the same time also mix the color tones so that it becomes even. Some people can be very lazy when retouching. You don't want to use the same brush size whenever you are retouching. You always want to change the brush size with respect to how the light is shaped on your subject's face. So you always want to change. As you can see, I keep changing the diameter of my color mixer brush too, just so I can get an even tone properly. I also wanted to rate my retouching. If there is anything that you think I'm not doing properly, also let me know. Of course, we learn every day. You can rate my retouching scale on a scale of 1 to 10. Let me know how good I am. This is my first retouching video for my YouTube channel, and if it's poorly done, I'm hoping to make a better video subsequently. So let me move over to the shoulder. So with my frequency separation, I've cleared the boundary that was set there when I moved to camera raw to reduce the highlight over here. So I also want to kind of fade in what's going on here, because there was a sharp shadows there. I'm not trying to kill all my shadows, but I just want everything coming out uniform. Yeah, the system is really firing up right now. So the noise you are hearing is from the fan of my laptop. I'm going to see how I can kill it with the background music. So when I'm done with the video, I'll try introducing the background music and see what happens. Alright, so let's see what this looks like. Let me turn on the texture. Wow, this looks amazing. As you can see, my skin texture still looks perfect, and I've kind of evened out the skin tone here. Everything looks great here. What do you think, guys? Let me zoom out. Alright. So if I want, I can also go ahead and merge these two layers and do another frequency separation if I'm not okay, but this is a kind of a speed up retouch process that I just did in less than 30 minutes, you know. So I just want to show you guys how I go about retouching. and you can also go ahead, step up from here and do some additional thing, but we get to do more retouching with my upcoming videos. Let me know what you think about this particular retouching that I've just done here. We will be doing more beautiful works later. Don't forget to download the raw file from the description. There's a link down in the description. Download the raw file, retouch, tag me on Instagram at Aleva Photography, and let me see what you can do. I'll be mentioning people that will be tagging me on my story from Instagram. At least let's grow, let's connect. So you can go ahead by adding a lot. Let me see if I may get a lot that will look good on this photo. Nope. No. Okay. So most of the times people think you have to color grade everything, and in photography sometimes you don't really need to force color grading, because okay, what I've gotten one here, I will come back to this later. So I want to hide this particular guy first, and let's introduce another one and then compare after. So back to what I was trying to say. Some people, they feel you have to color grade everything, and sometimes some people end up messing their images up after applying color grade, because their original image looks far better than what they think they were trying to color grade, and I always do my best to avoid that. So I think I've gotten something quite good here, and though it's not perfect, I have to reduce the opacity. What I did is, after applying this lot, I changed the blending mode to luminosity, so I'm going to reduce the opacity down. Let me see, I'll take it down to 0 and increase gradually. Yeah, I think this boosts the contrast more, so this looks okay, because at the end of the day my colors have been retained. Here the blues have been written, and it has kind of increased the contrast on the image. So here is before my lot and after my lot. Let's check out the other one. Okay, so let's try changing the blending mode here. Okay, they are giving the same thing on the luminosity. Okay, so I want to reduce the opacity from 0 and start increasing gradually to see what we achieve. Okay, alright, so let's compare this lookup 1 and lookup 2. I think they are both similar. Alright, so I'll go with this lookup 2. In case you are interested in this lot as well, you can just drop a comment, a separate comment, lot. Just comment lot in the comment section alongside with your email address, and I'm going to send you this lot to your email. So guys, this is it for this particular image, and if you like what you see here, don't forget to hit the like button on the YouTube, give this video a like, drop a comment, and share the video to your social media. Your way of supporting my channel is by others coming to watch my videos as well. It really means a lot to me. I want to thank you guys for watching. My masterclass will be coming up. You don't want to miss that as well, so stay tuned to my channel, guys.